Recently, I've gotten into making ambient music, and Sonible's smart plugins really help me out when working with these kinds of sounds. Let me show you how I transform my somewhat dull sketch to a finished and atmospheric piece. Of course, one of the defining aspects of any ambient track are some super spacey synths with a lot of texture. I've got this sample and I'll create an eerie vibe with smart reverb. After learning, I dial in the reverb to sound super rich. Next, I fine-tune the decay behavior over time. I want a decay that is dense at the start, falls rapidly, and then trails off. I'll also keep the spread high for a really wide feel. When I'm working with a lot of synths in a project, I'm always worried that it's gonna end up in a huge jumbled mess, because all of these synths occupy a very similar frequency range. Smart EQ4's group mode can help me avoid this by automatically applying spectral mixing techniques. I'll add one instance to every synth track, and then I add all of these instances to a new group. I'll also choose profiles for every instance. And now it's time to create a sonic hierarchy. This pad and this distorted lead are the melodic elements I want to have right at the front, while this Jupiter should be in the background. The bass should be clearly audible but not too present, so I will leave it in the middle. Now I have them all learn at the same time, and I can immediately hear better separation between these tracks. As these are all quite dynamic signals that change a lot over the course of this song, I want the EQing to adapt as well. I also play around with the group impact to dial in just the right amount of clutter. Another thing that's getting kind of buried under these synths is my kick. I want to use Smart Comp 2 in external sidechain mode to duck my synths whenever the kick hits, while still retaining their delicate character. The spectral ducking will only duck the lower frequencies occupied by the kick. This will preserve all the sonic detail in the synth sounds. By turning up the style dial, I add a little bit of fuzz and character to my synths. Now, let's polish up my mix by adding Smart EQ4 to my master bus. I choose the EDM house profile as a starting point. My highs sound nice and polished now, but for this project, the house profile didn't give me enough low end. I'll quickly rectify that with a shelf filter. Let's add the finishing touches with Smart Limit. Again, I choose the house profile. I round out my track by giving the low end some oomph with the bass control slider. If you feel like taking your ambient productions to the next level, there's a free 30-day trial for all of the plugins I used at sonible.com.